Okay, this morning on my recommendation, the Cabinet agreed practical changes to make the superannuation system stronger, fairer and more sustainable. There are 6 main changes to the proposal that we put forward a couple of years ago. The first one is to increase the low-income superannuation tax offset, the LISTO, to increase it from $500 to $810, and also to raise the eligibility from $37,000 cut off to $45,000 in 2027 to coincide with the government's third tax cuts. This will mean more superannuation for 1.3 million Australians, of whom 60% are women. It means the total number of eligible Australians for the LISTO will become 3.1 million, and by one realistic calculation, it means about an extra $15,000 at retirement. The second change is to introduce 2 thresholds for the better targeted superannuation tax concessions. The first threshold is $3 million. The second threshold is $10 million. For earnings on super balances between $3 and $10 million, the rate remains 30%. The rate for over $10 million becomes 40%. So this is still a concessional tax arrangement, but it's better targeted. It will still only impact less than 0.5% of Australians. With the updated years and taking into considerations earnings, this means about 90,000 Australians next year will have more than $3 million in their super, and about 8,000 will have more than $10 million. And you'd be aware in recent weeks and months that people have been recommending a cap to us for super. This second threshold at $10 million is really instead of going down that path. The third change is to index both of these thresholds to maintain relativity with the transfer balance cap, which was introduced by the Coalition. The transfer balance cap is indexed to CPI. These thresholds will be indexed to the transfer balance cap to maintain an appropriate relativity between the 2 sets of thresholds. We have always had in our back pocket this indexation, or an indexation like this, in order to get it through the Parliament. We have also always said to you, publicly and privately, that we expect future governments would have lifted the old threshold. Here we are indexing that to make that clear, indexing both thresholds. The fourth set of changes is to apply these new tax arrangements to realised gains. And I'll come back in a moment to the future work, the extra work that we will do in consultation with the sector to implement that change. The fifth change is made necessary by those other changes, which is a 1-year delay to consult and bed down the changes, and then ideally legislate them as soon as we can in 2026. So pushing the start date from the middle of this year to the middle of next year in order to do a bit more consultation, to bed down the changes and to legislate the changes. For all of these changes we're announcing today, the new start date becomes 1 July 2026, except for the LISTO change, which is timed in 2027 to coincide with the government's third tax cuts. The sixth one is to better align the treatment of federal judges' defined benefits interests with the existing constitutional exemptions for state judges. Judges might have a bunch of different super accounts. This is really about the judge's pension scheme to make sure that there is better aligned treatment of federal and state judges when it comes to their defined benefit interests.